They wouldn't have been forced to stay on. They would have taken up.
But there is no.
Sudhindra Kulkarni.
But it has to, because there is a no question.
What Sachin is saying now, may I ask him why his party has been stopped for asking a division there? Even his party could have asked a division.
We didn't want.
Because, so why are you saying now that BJP should go? When you are so wise enough and trying to show holier than a cow, then you should ask for the vote.
No, I am not saying
you
that.
You would have been asked for the vote. There would have been a division.
No,
your party was a member of the same. Now coming to this channel and trying to show that I am cleaner than above is something like showing a face.
See, NCP's position was...
Let me complete. He just said, see, I said it is my personal opinion. One, but when I am saying
then what is the logic to discuss when his party is not supported his own
opinion? He has said it at the beginning of the Newshour. His first comment was, had it gone for division, we would have voted for the BJP. He said that. He said that. We will have to grant it to him.
I am saying when there was a chaos of Congress and Shiv Sena arguing that you have not already allowed us to give a vote. That time, if they would have come on the vote and they would have said the speaker, yes, if they demand, we are ready, that the speaker could have changed his stand.
Yeah.
It didn't happen.
Well, correct. Why didn't that happen? Why did you do it?
Because nobody asked for division. The point remains there. What he is saying again is the same thing.
His point is simple. When Congress, Shiv Sena were out, they were trying to gherav the governor, make so much of a ruckus. Even then, if you are so confident, why didn't you just say, let us put matters to rest. Let us just assure the voter all those who are following the procedure. There is no doubt.
Sachin, I will also agree to the same. Something on which ruling has been given.
You cannot.
After that, one cannot stand up and say, now whatever has happened. Now let's start it again.
You can make the suggestion.
That is, no, it can't work like that. Okay. With due respect to all of you.
Right. Now the crux, Mr. Kulkarni, you've been watching all of this. Is the real reason is, who is the person who is supporting the BJP from the respective parties? Congress, Shiv Sena, that will all come out in the open the moment the division happens. Is that the reason why they are all keeping it under wraps? They all want it, but they don't want it.
You see,
because they will stand exposed.
There was and there is not an iota of doubt that the BJP would have won the confidence vote, because, it is way ahead of all other parties, and the people's mandate is for a BJP-led government. Nobody wants an immediate re-election right now. So it was in the BJP's own interest to have begun its, its stint in governance on a very confident and a very transparent, manner. People have a right to know at this point in time who supported the BJP government and who did not support.
Is that the problem, though? Is that the problem?
It is a problem.
They are so worried about being seen as having taken that support from the NCP.
I want to make
one more point. Is that what they're worried about?
See, the point is that if the assembly works in this manner, then people have really doubts whether the government would be able to run the assembly in a smooth manner. And if the assembly doesn't run in a smooth manner, whether the government will run in a smooth manner.
Yes.
Whereas the people of Maharashtra want a government that governs well. 15 years of misrule have done enormous harm to the state. Now the people want a good government. But, looking at what happened in the assembly today, they really have doubts, how will Maharashtra move now?
Is that what's going to happen, Nirja Chaudhary? Would people lose confidence from the way this has begun?
I find it very unfortunate, both at the political level and even constitutional level, because, it doesn't leave a sense of confidence at all amongst the people that this government has a majority.
Agree.
That's the whole purpose of a trust vote. Otherwise, why have a trust vote?
True. And Aman Sinha, we asked questions to Sanjay Jha and the Congress. I'm going to ask you this. Is BJP going the Congress way? Is BJP going the UPA way? Why not? If you have absolute majority and if you can go and tom-tom to the world that we have absolute majority, why not start with that? Why not start with a bang rather than play it so defensively? Because you have had senior leaders of the BJP in the past when similar floor management has been orchestrated by UPA too in the center, they have called it a murder of democracy. And then today you're going back, what you're seeing in Maharashtra is nothing but what the Congress has done, Congress-led governments in the past have done. So how are you any different from them? Where is the confidence now?
Are you asking me?
Yes, Aman Sinha.
No. As far as BJP is concerned, it was amply clear. In fact, my friends who are there in the Legislative Assembly will also endorse this, that when this question was put, all said ayes, nobody said noes, in fact, at that point in time. And clearly the voice vote,
no, Aman Sinha. You know what we would have appreciated had Devendra Fadnavis stood there on the floor of the House and request to the Speaker, even before when Ashish Shelar made the call for the trust vote, moved the motion. You should have said, let's go to division straight away. Let's do a proper vote and let's get the numbers out. Let's expose those who are. Why didn't they do it?
It is not for the person or the party which is moving the motion. No, it is not open for the person or a party which is moving the motion to ask for division.
Extremely disingenuous,
somebody who is objecting to that motion
unethical.
can only ask for a division.
My point, Aman Sinha, is why didn't the BJP put all matters to rest? Why didn't the Devendra Fadnavis government put all matters to rest? Expose those within the Congress and the Shiv Sena who are backing the BJP.
Eyes have it.
Expose the NCP. Get everybody to clear their stand so that everybody, there are no grey areas. It's all black and white.
But Anand,
why didn't they do it, sir? Why didn't they do it?
Anand, as far as NCP is concerned, we are in a comfortable position, irrespective of the fact whether NCP votes with us or abstains. We are clearly in a comfortable position and we have clear numbers. There is no difficulty at all. Even for argument's sake, if you have to take that proposition.
Has to be done under the process which is prescribed by the Constitution.
But in that case, why didn't you ask for a division of votes? Why did you chicken out? Why did you chicken out? Why didn't you ask for a division of votes?
The very day today, after this confidence motion also, our government has discussed on many more issues. We tabled the bills which was pertaining to the education, to the MRTP, to the development plan, and we are running the show. So whatever fear which has been shown by this Kulkarni ji is not the fact. And again, there are many more occasions would come apart from confidence motion or no confidence motion where the division will take place. So it is not the case that today though nobody will see and nothing will come out.
Ashish, may I be very honest with you?
Please.
As somebody who lives in Maharashtra, who participated in this entire voting process, after what has happened on day one, the first thought is, oh my God, what have we signed up for? Is this what is going to happen every day? Everything? This is what we saw. We saw at the center. Why doesn't this government have the confidence to declare the numbers outright? Why did he do it later? Wwhy didn't he do it in the morning?
Those who doesn't have no confidence, let them move on the confidence motion.
He cited the 1999 experience where he said one vote made a difference. Till date, BJP has said 140. They have not said 145. So 5 seats would have made a difference. Why not set matters to rest? Or is it that you don't want to even now openly say that we accept the NCP? Or is it that the NCP harbors this thought that 6-8 months or a year down the line, they will be actually part of this government? Is that true? Is that the reason, sir?
Anand, let me clarify clearly that it is BJP who has gone on the floor to ask for a confidence. So the proposal moved by me is a BJP's proposal. So we are very clear to the people of Maharashtra that we've gone on the floor. It is a Maharashtra who has given a mandate and they have not given a clear majority to us. With that fact, we went on the floor, we asked for the confidence from the floor. I moved the motion saying that Devendra Fadnavis and his ministers, this house shows a confidence. After which, so it is a BJP's proposal, number one. Number two, those are against it has to come on the record. If somebody like Congress and Shiv
why don't
Sena,
you do it? Why didn't you?
I should ask after moving the proposal.
Why should
again I should ask a division?
No.
It is not a
Sanjay
film, please.
Sanjay Jha, please respond.
Yeah, I want to make a quick point. You see, basically the BJP has gone through this entire charade for one reason. It gives them time to do more wheeling, dealing, horse trading and all the whatever political negotiations they are doing. It's so obvious. It's so obvious that today, despite the fact that the NCP is talking about supporting them, the NCP itself has admitted. I'm glad Mr. Sachin Ahir has been so open today to say that the BJP has done something terribly illegitimate and they ought to actually, face the music that they're facing on your panel right now.
Don't put words in Sachin Ahir's mouth. Don't put words in Sachin Ahir's mouth, Sanjay Jha. Both Aman Sinha and Ashish Shelar don't take kindly to your points of view going across to them. Yes, sir.
Let me respond now. Till now, I was arguing only the case on a speculation that they were only greedy. Congress was only greedy about the leader of opposition. Now, let me add to this. Congress did not ask for the division, maybe because there is a division in the Congress. That there may be a group of people who will not follow their mandate or a whip and they would have not voted against this government. Maybe because of that they must have not done it.
40 of your MLAs from Vidarbha did not want to vote for you. No, there are rumors that 40 of your own BJP MLAs
I
did
say
not
you're
vote for
right.
this
But
government.
that allegation is there, Ashish. The fact is that allegation is
I may say on this
Why did
counter
why
allegation,
not press
their
the vote?
leader of the house,
Why
course
I
it
don't
is
want
there.
to name him.
And that is
He
something
himself
that
would
has
have
scared
been
the
not
BJP.
voting in their
This
This
favor.
is another reason why they dodged it.
Aman Sinha.
I think the BJP is extremely insecure and frightened, and they know that they're
Neha,
headed.
these
Maharashtra
are
is headed for a
all the
serious
arguments being
political
advanced by
instability
my
going
friend
forward.
Mr. Sanjay Jha are absolutely flawed legal arguments. And let me say that if they are still so confident about their numbers,
But
why
they are
do
in
they
the
not,
newspaper domain.
ally,
Are you
join hands
insulting
with their
the media
newfound
now,
allies
Mr.
Shiv
Sena?
Sena and bring a no confidence motion? What prevents them? Who has stopped them?
So Sanjay Jha,
Mr. Sanjay Jha is
Yeah.
here.
Why
He should
don't
make a
you talk
declaration
about your
Are you
live-in
a
relationship with the
Congress
NCP?
Sanjay
that
Jha,
you are
are
going
you
to
a
do so.
Sleeping
legislator
partner
going to-
or your live-in relationship?
If you have
Please explain
conviction
that.
in what you are
Sanjay,
saying,
there's a very
you
clear
should declare
question
that.
that's coming
What is
through
the
here for
difficulty?
the Congress and for the Shiv Sena both. Are you going to move a no confidence motion?
Simple.
Well, I'm sure that our party will take a call on that. The fundamental point is that the speaker even today can decide that if the next time that the assembly meets to have actually a division of votes. These are things that the speaker, I'm sure, will have to take a look at what is the public response and what the opposition parties are saying. The speaker has the authority, but at the same time, it has to also respect
when the
sanctity
speaker
of the
takes a
opposition
decision
party.
favorable to the Congress, he is a good man. When he does not, when he takes a decision that merits the chair, he's a bad man. Now, what is the Congress's stance here? The allegation, Sanjay Jha, is that within the Congress itself, there are those
even a division of votes,
who don't agree with the way this leadership is going.
We are saying that a division of votes is the right method.
Who might want to be
the division of votes is the right method, whoever wins.
Maybe the Congress leader in the assembly did not went to the media and Prithviraj Chavan has gone to the media. Mr. Chavan is not the leader on the floor of the Congress party. The leader of the Congress party
I can tell you several Congress speakers have already spoken in the you I think you should read the newspapers and the magazines more carefully. I think several Congress leaders have spoken to
more
the media
carefully and have studied it properly.
Okay, Neerja Chaudhary, you want to make a point? We'll come to you.
No, I'm sorry,
I
but
just
you
want to
please
say
understand
one-liner.
how do you exercise
In the
the
way-
authority
in the
of
way-
Sanjay, we'll just
in
allow
the way-
Neerja to make a point, please.
in just one simple thing, in the way things happen today, the sanctity of a confidence vote to determine majority of an incoming government was eroded today, and that is very unfortunate.
Yeah, and it brings us back to the point we're trying to make, Ashish.
It's a sad
Again,
and a tragic day for democracy.
Sanjay, we'll
But
come
that
to
is
you.
not legally correct.
Do you not feel
So,
that
Neha, let
you
me
owe
respond.
it to your voters for them to know who is supporting this government? And where are your numbers coming from?
Let me
Don't
again
answer
say
the
this.
Congress, don't answer
I
the
am not
Shiv Sena.
answering.
Answer your voters.
Yes, I think you and me are on the same boat. And that's why I have moved a proposal as a BJP man that this house should show a confidence on this government. And I ask the confidence, what does it mean?
No, but does the eyes and the nose tell the people
Nobody
who
said
have,
no.
But
Nobody said no.
So that's the point.
But nobody said no, then what should I
Does the eyes and the
say?
nose tell the people who's actually come together to form the numbers here today?
Let me clarify again. I have gone on the floor of the house as a BJP asked the people and BJP asked the floor that show us a confidence on which if nobody says no, still I should ask for a division.
And NCP is also mum on it.
But Tina, isn't that a confession of the fact that the voice vote was not proper?
He's
Because
saying
if you didn't
nobody
hear
said
no,
no.
that means there is something wrong.
He's saying
so the
nobody
division
said
of
no.
votes
We'll
was
come
the
back
only
to you
natural
on
way
that,
to do
Sanjay.
it.
Yes, we'll come back to you on that, Sanjay. Yes.
No, but when we have openly said that we are going to support, how you expect us to again go and say we want a division?
So all the more reason you've come out there many times and said that we are supporting this government. It is unconditional. We are there. So then, where is the problem in coming out and saying today, yes, our MLAs have said aye today? Where is the problem in that?
Because there was no need of doing that.
Exactly.
Why? Because
Why? There's no need for transparency. There's no need for clarity. There's no need for accountability to your voters.
you have to have the process, a parliamentary process.
No.
process asks
The
this.
parliamentary.
I'm not even talking about division.
Parliamentary process.
I'm not talking about division.
Parliamentary.
I'm talking about when our reporter
Exactly.
goes and speaks to all
parliamentary
your
process.
legislators and asks them Why is the NCP not being clear about what their MLAs did today?
Today we were mum. That's what we are saying.
why?
You know, he didn't even say that. Why? Tell me, if I had asked you,
Yeah, please.
voice vote, Sachin Ahir,
Yeah.
did you say aye or did you say no?
We said-
Will you turn around and say,
No, let me clarify.
will you turn around and say, go check with the speaker?
No, let me
It
clarify
is as
here.
per the-
I'm sorry, Sachin, but the point is that, with due respect to your reporter, those who has asked the person, he is from the Legislative Council. The member who has been asked, I saw in your channel, I think Rahul Narvekar. He is not a MLA too.
No, but in fact, I didn't take a name for a specific reason. Now, the fact is that it's not just one person. Nobody has come out and said what we've done today from the NCP. Nobody.
No, nobody's come out and said that they stayed
Even
mum.
Sachin
They have not
sitting
even
here
said
also-
that.
No, let me clarify again. I'm sorry, I'm interrupting. Mr. Chhagan Bhujbal has spoken to the press. I myself was present there, the member of Legislative Assembly, the leader of the NCP party. What he spoke, don't ask me, but he spoke to the press.
Yeah, well, there's absolutely no clarity though over what has actually happened. Sanjay, I'm just going to come back to you on the point you were making earlier. Sanjay Jha?
I have just one very simple point to make. I have just one simple point to make. That today it was an important day. Maharashtra is a critical state of India. We have had an election. It's a fractured mandate. I think we all know that the state needs continued good governance. BJP today, the way it has conducted itself, I think is extremely brazenly shameless. And I think today for them to admit, that, these are the rules, I don't think that has got any logic. At the end of the day, today it was important to demonstrate to the people of Maharashtra, not just the intellectuals in the media, but to the people of Maharashtra who was backing them in forming the government which is supposed to run for the next 5 years. And there is complete ambiguity, haziness and nebulousness over who is backing
Point well taken.
We don't
Point
even
well
know
taken,
whether the
Sanjay Jha.
NCP
May I
supported
ask you
them or
something?
not. Nobody
May
even
I
knows
ask you?
tomorrow.
May I ask you a question? My question to you is, if you're laying that charge on the BJP, will you go back to the Congress party and tell them, let's prove to our voters, let's go and push for a no confidence motion, let's get them to flout their numbers, let's get them to come clean? Will you go back and tell them, because you're also saying let's move beyond the parliamentary process and let's talk about the voters? So I'm going to ask you this: will you go back and urge your party that this is what we should do? We should consider it seriously.
Absolutely. Now, listen, when Mr. Prithviraj Chavan says this is an illegitimate government, I think that's a serious indictment. Those are strong words. Those are very considered.
But one only wonders how many people are behind Prithviraj Chavan inside the Maharashtra Assembly who have been elected via the Congress. How many of the Congress MLAs are actually behind Prithviraj Chavan? That's the question Ashish Shelar is asking. Mr. Sudhindra Kulkarni, with all due respect, you started with a point of view. No. Has the BJP been able to convince you otherwise?
All that he wants.
Anand, can I come in?
Coming to you, Aman Sinha, give me just going to Mr. Kulkarni, then coming to you.
Going by what has happened in the Maharashtra Assembly today, the entire country, the political class needs to learn a lesson. Going forward, what has happened. Going forward, there has to be a reform in the procedure of conducting a confidence motion or a no confidence motion. Whether a party has absolute majority or a slender majority, as Nirja said, after the Bommai judgment, it has to be clear on the floor of the House, and a division must be made mandatory. No longer voice vote, because this puts even the speaker in a tight position.
That's right.
The speaker does not belong to a party. Once he gets elected, he has to be neutral, impartial.
And that's the ideal stand, but they're always questioned by the opposition.
Therefore, Parliament of India and the state legislatures must bring about a reform in the procedure to put all these questions to rest. Everything must be transparent.
Nirja Chaudhary, will come to you for closing comments, but Aman Sinha, first you wanted to make a point.
No, Tina, I was just saying that just because Mr. Prithviraj Chavan or somebody makes a statement that it's an illegitimate government, it doesn't become the law of the land.
No, of course not.
And the exercise which was done on the floor of the House today was absolutely in accordance to the letter and spirit of the Constitution and of the rules of procedure as it has been laid down. And what was shameful was Mr. Sanjay Jha forgot the way governor was manhandled, the way he was physically injured. That was the most shameful thing. and my friends from Congress party conveniently forget that.
No, of course, we made sure they remembered that here, right here on the Newshour.
It is completely a legal and a legitimate exercise,
Yes,
and the government enjoys the
I already
majority at the
answered
floor of the
when
House.
Ashish
Mr.
Shelar
Sena,
says-
pay attention. I already
Yes, I know, that's what I'm
anybody
saying.
has
You've already
anything
answered
giving,
that.
wrong, let
he
me
I'm
can
gonna go
challenge
across
this,
to Nirja
he can
for
bring a
closing
no confidence
comments.
motion, or he can challenge the government on any other bill.
Fine, that's fine. But Nirja, last question. When Ashish Shelar says that nobody said no today, when I was talking to him about the eyes and the nose and whether it's convincing for the people, he says no one says no. Does that really encapsulate what happened in the Maharashtra Assembly today?
No, you see, I think it is quite clear that the BJP did not have a majority. Even with the independents, they did not have a majority. Of course, there are these rumors about Vidarbha MLAs, but forget that for a moment. Therefore, it was incumbent on the BJP to go out of
You were
its
just
way
saying that an
to
individual
prove
cannot
that it had a
opine
majority
or
on the
pass
floor of
judgment
the
who has
House.
majority
And
or
a
not.
voice,
And
a
now you are
voice vote
voluntarily
does
just
not create the
unilaterally opining
confidence
that BJP had majority
You
or
you
did
can
not have
rely on
majority.
technicalities, but technicalities don't wash really on a thing like a trust vote.
Fair
No,
point.
what do you mean by
really
technicalities?
feel
They are
that
legalities.
it is the
To sum it
first
up,
Everybody
and
is
the
bound by
second
those
this debate-
legalities.
It is the first real mistake
Right.
that an otherwise
Running out of time here,
BJP
but
under a CM like Fadnavis has
yes,
made.
to sum up this debate, this is what happened in Maharashtra and at the Maharashtra Assembly today. Devendra Fadnavis led government won the voice vote. Did they win the trust? Jury's out.
Thank you all.